Hello guys, and welcome to another video update of mine in prep for the 2020 Cobourg Naturals. This time we're doing back and biceps again. So officially, before this workout started, I had two opportunities to make progression on the movements that I've been doing in this current training block. So obviously a little bit of extra urgency in this session, but these are kind of the weeks that even though my body's trying to tell me that there's no more progression that I can eke out, these are the ones I look forward to the most. So dumbbell pullovers, top two sets, 95 for 12 reps, onto the one arm dumbbell rows. So two sets of 10 with 110 pound dumbbells, and then a set of 8 with the 120s. As you'll see, kind of forgot my videography skills at home, I guess, today. So you'll see in the next couple of videos. But yeah, there's a couple good examples this session of trying to toe that line of picture perfect form versus maximum poundage used. So here with the dumbbell rows is a good example of that. Yeah, sure, there's probably a little bit more shoulder action than I would like versus elbow drive to get from point A to point B. You'll see it also with the lat pull downs. You'll see it also with the inverted rows. But none of this is reckless movement. There's always, I always will train with intense focus on trying to recruit as much targeted musculature as possible. But like I said on an earlier video as well, I'm trying to train as heavy as possible, especially with this many weeks out leading to a show. Hopefully the show still goes on. With my past two preps, especially my first one, and especially being self-coached, I struggled immensely my first show, at least, with holding on to all of my muscle throughout the entire duration of prep. No matter what, as a natural athlete, you're going to lose a little bit of muscle throughout a prep, and I did minimize it massively in my second prep when I got ready for nationals. But again, it's always like chasing that perfection, right? So every single time out, you want to lose even less muscle. You want to be even better conditioned. You want to have more muscle at the start of the prep. You want to have a more successful off season. You want your in-gym performance to be better. You want your recovery to be better. It's all of these things. So with the pull-ups here, last two sets of 8 with 35 strapped on. Nothing fancy again. Working elbow drive, trying to squeeze my scapula at the top, maintain neutral spine onto the seated cable rows. So at this point, the skip load was now 9 days ago. All the water is out, and I noticed already that that sort of fullness that I had, even at a little bit of a higher body fat percentage, is starting to dissipate. Now, looking a lot drier, a little bit different of a quality look, obviously because all the water is out. But another one planned in 12 days, so it really shouldn't be that bad. It's not like I'm completely flat at this point or anything like that, but I'm working towards that. Obviously, by the end of the cycle, when the skip load comes again, you do want to actually be totally glycogen depleted or very close to it. So at 13 weeks out, I'll implement another skip load. This morning, I creeped into the 167 point something body weight, which would put me a little less than 14 pounds that I would need to drop to make lightweight. I believe I can do it. It's not going to be easy, but that's the name of the game, right? It's being as conditioned as you possibly can be. Try to be the biggest guy in a weight class if you have that option. And we'll see where the cards fall from there. So all 3 sets of the seated cable rows were at 190 this week. I opened up the rep range on the lat pull downs, And so doing 3 sets of 10 instead of 8 and 9 now, and worked up to 177.5. And you'll see on the last set as well that, again, it's probably on the bad side of towing that line for form versus maximum poundage used. So next time I come back to this in 3 days, the top set will stay the same, and I'll probably just increase the previous 2 sets, or maybe just 1 even. But again, like always, ahead of schedule. Condition looks great. Last areas for me to come off are always hamstrings, glutes, obliques. Like you can see from this angle that even though I still have 14 pounds that I think I have to pull off, 13 or 14, there's like a faint Christmas tree back there. Obviously, abs and quads are very diced. But what I'm most proud of is since my last prep, there's a lot more upper back thickness. There's a lot more lat width. And we'll just see, every few pounds that comes off, there seems to be a pretty significant difference. Even like the first 3 weeks of this prep, like I was allotting calories and carbohydrates in my diet for, a tablespoon of barbecue sauce here and there that wasn't low sugar or anything like that. So it was just the first time that I set out to the diet on this blend of foods for this long in a while. And since then, obviously, cut out any of the what I would deem non-essential calories for dieting in a bodybuilding prep. So all the sauces that I'm using now, they're hot sauces with, under 4 calories per serving. There's no funny business going on. I give myself like a slim can of Diet Coke or Coke Zero or Zevia per day. Anyways, moving on to the inverted rows here. Again, starting to stall out on maximum poundage that I can make progress on. But 55 pounds as for load here. 8 good reps. Onto the reverse grip pull downs. So again, I opened the rep range up here. So I was doing sets of 8 and 9, but now 3 sets of 11 with lighter weight or less poundage. And again, the top set here, I mean, it could be just because I'm starting to deplete myself of this, overload of glycogen. But as I get to my top set, it just the last few reps just don't have the same explosivity. But again, that's to be expected. So, I just got to grind it out it's another 12 days. But anyway, so the top set of pull-ups got up to just 10 pounds added on for 11 reps. And then last exercise, barbell drag curls. Last 2 sets of 8 was with the 75 pounds. Some more lines in the deltoids here. Obviously, on a back and bicep day, expect a pretty good bicep pump, and I'm pretty excited to see my arms on stage. It looks like they've added some size, especially in the triceps. But that's it for this video update, guys. So again, if you liked it, subscribe, like, share. Going to be putting them out pretty frequently for the next little bit. So until next time. Again, stay safe. Just, stay sane if you're at home. You can live vicariously through me. Follow me on Instagram. It's Brandon Lazert 93. If you need to look how to spell my first and last name, it's on my YouTube page. I'm pretty active on Instagram. I try to make a post pretty much every day, at least one. And it ranges just from, progress pictures to some informative stuff. Try to be pretty interactive with my stories. But anyways, whatever you're doing, whatever your current pursuit is, have fun, good luck. Talk to you next time.